Manchester United 2, Burnley 0. Fantastic result for Manchester United. Really did need to win that game today, with a couple of the other teams not playing this weekend, participating in the semi-final today. Arsenal and Manchester City. It gave Manchester United a great opportunity to claw some points, 3 points, and with them teams having games in hand, you always want the points on the board, and we've done that today. We've got the job done. He's made 8 changes to that starting lineup. The goalkeeper, David Hare, returning in goal. There was no Valencia today. Darmian and Ashley Young playing at full-back. Blind and Bailey obviously in the midfield. We've had Fellaini, Herrera and Pogba in there. There was no Mkhitaryan today. Martial was playing up front with Wayne Rooney and Jesse Lingard. So Manchester United had a decent amount of pace up front, with obviously Rooney not that quick. But Martial was very, very good today and took his chance very, very well. It was very dangerous up front. Really pleased me to see him take that chance. When Marcus Rashford was put onto the bench, given a rest, it was great to see him take that opportunity. He hasn't always taken his opportunity when given, but obviously he hasn't played consistently a number of games. Now, I'm not too sure whether he's going to play in the next game against Manchester City, but it's great to see that he's come back in, because we know Zlatan between now and the end of the season, it does give him a great opportunity to get back into that starting lineup. But he's got to take that chance again in that next game. He can't go from having one very good game where he's scored a very, very good first goal. Obviously, Joey Barton should have brought him down for that before that goal. Should have took one for the team, took a yellow card, and he got away, got himself in the box. Herrera put the ball in, and he's poked it in, which it was a great goal from him. But he's really got to kick on with this now and produce it for the next few games to keep his spot in that starting lineup. If he's given that opportunity again in that next game, it's going to be debatable whether he does. But also then Wayne Rooney getting himself a goal. Great to see Wayne Rooney back on the score sheet as well, because we're going to need this till the end of the season. We know Zlatan out, and with Mata out as well, and Mkhitaryan, they were our top scorers really, and Rashford. None of them playing today, so it was great to see some other players stepping up to the plate and scoring some goals. Obviously Martial doing great work in the build up to that goal, and Wayne Rooney just managing to pop the ball into the back of the net. It did go across the line, which was great, and we've won the game. The second half, obviously, we've played it out. It's been one of them typical, for me, Jose Mourinho type wins when he was at Chelsea. He would go 2-0 up, and they would obviously go on and win the game. Defence solid. Eric Bay is being very, very good for Manchester United this season for me. One of our best, well, certainly one of our best signings over the last few years. Really impressed with him. Still only 23 years of age, so he could turn into a world-class centre-back in the future, one of the top in Europe. Could potentially be as good as Nemanja Vidic, maybe. We will have to wait and see, though, on that. But looking really, really good at a young age. Nemanja Vidic struggled at first. I think he was a little bit older than this as well, and struggled at first. And so did Patrice Evra at full-back. Struggled when they come to Manchester United, but he's really took it well so far this season since he's come into the Manchester United team. Obviously, next season it's going to be harder. Other players are going to know what he does and stuff. It's going to be harder. Second season syndrome could kick in with him, but it was all positive for Manchester United today, really. We managed to rest all them players and still get the job done. Manchester City going to extra time against Arsenal in the semi-final of the Cup, so that was fantastic for Manchester United. Aguero being injured as well in that game, Silva being injured as well, so if they can't actually play in the game, I don't wish anyone injured, but if they can't play in that game against Manchester United, that could be a massive boost, because they're two of their better players, and they've played a long game. We managed to rest players for this game after playing extra time in that one in the Europa League, so it hasn't really affected Manchester United as much as it could have done had we played the same starting lineup as we did in that game. But we've managed to change it up in this game. But Manchester City can't really afford to change it up too much against us, because that's a massive game for them at home. We're only 1 point behind them at this moment in time, which that's great. And the biggest news was obviously Liverpool losing today, 2-1 at home to Crystal Palace. Didn't see that coming. They've only lost one game at home all season, but they did the exact same against Chelsea not too long ago. So really good result there for Crystal Palace, and hopefully that gives Manchester United a massive boost. It's been a great weekend for Manchester United. Really, things couldn't have gone much better for us in terms of winning the game. The other teams affected, Manchester City affected by that, going to extra time in the Cup, and obviously Liverpool losing. So if Manchester United could beat Manchester City in the next game and beat Swansea next weekend, I would actually be confident then that we could pull it off and get a Champions League spot. And then if we could cement our place in that Champions League place before the coming up to the Europa League, certainly the final, we could maybe rest players for that Europa League final, because that's what I wanted to do all along. But we've dropped too many points before, but we will have to wait and see. We've just got to constantly keep winning in the Premier League to do that, we'd have to beat Tottenham and probably beat Arsenal, and then if we did that, we could just probably concentrate on that Europa League final, which would be absolutely fantastic. I'm still not sure if we're going to make the fourth spot, but it's given me a lot more confidence. If we can win them next two games, we could get in it anyway. Martial for me was man of the match. Eric Bay is also well up there on the rankings today. It was fantastic. Anyway, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll talk to you all again soon.